Oh, there we go. Alright, so a couple of things you'll need. Number one, safety wire. Number two, a pair of these nifty safety wire pliers. So let's start off, because this already busted. Because this isn't a huge application, don't need a lot. So just feed, usually if you're safety wiring something, both sides will have a hole for the safety wire to go through. So in this case, we have it here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to safety wire up to this hole, and then just put a couple of turns in it, and then put the wire through this hole, and then it's going to wrap around the other side. Let's just make sure that that's not pulling. So you want the safety wire to pull in the direction that closes or tightens the bolt. So that's on this side. So you want it to pull around that way, which is because it's clockwise, which is the way that a bolt tightens. So I'm just going to clamp here. Let's just say that's where it is. I'm going to clamp here with the safety wires, safety pliers. I'm going to clamp here with the safety pliers. So these basically have a clamping jaw, and you can see that the wire comes out of this hole, and this is kind of allows the wire to twist, and when you pull back on the back of the pliers, you get this twist placed into the wire. So there you go. So I think that's that should be enough. You don't want to twist it too tight, because it can kind of snap. You do want it to be snug, but you know, it's gonna be tied in here as well. So let's just pull this through. And there we go. And then we pull the wire to the other side, which is there. And so you're kind of running it around. So what I've done, I've gone through this hole, I've put a twist in it, I'm coming through, and then one side of the wire is going through the bolt and the other side is going around it. And now I'm going to twist again to tighten it against this hole. So this is a super easy example because it's off the plane. When you're doing this in like a tight position on the plane, it can be a bit hectic, but this is pretty chill. Let me just give it a couple of pulls. You don't want to, once again, don't want to pull it too tight. Okay, that's enough. So then you cut the excess off. Safety wire. I don't know if that's in. Yep, there we go. And then you just roll this back so it's out of the way. So I just push it down here like that. So there we go. We have what once was this useless quick drain, and just look how janky this is. Just these, like, look at, see where it's clamping down on this hose and it's actually cutting into the hose. You can get this happening on the inside of the hose as well. I mean, this is just a drain, so it's not going to matter, but I mean that's kind of was the point of it, being able to go, oh, okay, I'm draining my oil. But and these O-rings were probably shot, which is why it was leaking. What else? So this can go back on the plane. Put the can on the plane, put the oil in the can, and then life is just pretty peachy.